behind. A very good evening, everybody. This is a Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, and why is my... I'll start that again with the amplifier on. That will make it easier for you to hear us. Patricia and David here. Anyway, ZMH286, and it has been a dry day, believe it or not, here, but blustery. It currently is 17 degrees. I sure hope it warms up for those that have left Minerva today. They will be expecting something a bit more than 17 degrees. But it is now going to be not such a cold night because the wind was southwest earlier. It's now more west than southwest. We'll call it west-southwest, 10 to 15 knots. The bar is up 15 from when I spoke to you yesterday. It's now 1020. But we have 100% cloud cover. So that's the story there. And a great many boats have left Minerva. And I want to start by saying a big hello to Moonanui with the new owners, Jorge and Judith, and Rich and Michelle are having their last trip down from Minerva. A bit sad, really, in a way, but they had unexpected time there, longish time, so I'm sure they enjoyed it. All right, let's start with the boats that we have already been talking to coming down from Fiji. Mackay and Soy Libre, who are keeping pace with each other, about 13 miles apart. First of all, Mackay, Gulf Harbour Radio.
Gulf Harbour Radio, this is Mackay. I'll copy.
Yeah, great copy, Barry. It was a little bit slowish when I got time to check today, but how are you going? Over?
Yeah, Roger, we're doing okay. It's a beautiful sailing. It's not super fast, but making 5.5 knots. Are you ready for our report? Over.
Roger, roger.
Okay, current position 2206 south, 17642 east. On a course of 180 plus or minus, depending on what the wind vane wants to do. That's 180 true. Speed over ground, we're going to go with 5.5 knots. 5.5. It's been bouncing between 5.5 and 6. And let's see, the speed, 5.5 to 6 knots. The sea state is maybe 1 meter. I'm going to go with a half a meter out of the southeast. The wind is also out of, the wind is almost directly out of the east. I've got 90 degrees on the wind at 12.7 knots. 12.7 knots. Just a few clouds around the horizon. They're fair weather cumulus, and they look like they're dissipating. And the bar today is 1020, same as yours, 1020. Over.
Wow, sounds pretty lovely. I've always wanted to ask, when you're on the wind vane, do you ever fish? Over?
Yeah, I'm fishing right now. I've got 2 lines out, and the fishing has been really, really bad this year. We haven't had very much luck. A number of cruisers I've talked to has had the same experience. Water temperature is 25 feet over.
Yeah, I don't know. That's sort of about normal, I expected, but maybe 5.5 is a little bit on the slow side for fish. But anyway, Barry on Mackay is at 2206 south, 17642 east, on a course under the wind vane of 180 true at 5.5 knots, with very light 0.5 to 1 meter seas from the southeast, with an easterly wind of 12.7. I like that 0.7. With a few clouds on the horizon, 1020, and it's 25 degrees. That actually sounds very nice. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Trish, it's a beautiful, actually, the sailing is fantastic, super comfortable. And the correction on my latitude is 2207 south, 2207. I believe you said 06, over.
Yep, I wrote down 06, but I have now corrected that. So sounds like all is good on board Mackay. So let's see what your fellow sailor is doing there. Soy Libre. Andy, go ahead.
Soy Libre, how's up?
Yeah, not too bad tonight, Andy. And I presume that you're pretty much the same, but give me your exact position, over.
Okay. Everything's the same except for my position. And my position is 2 degrees, 0, 1 minute south, and 1, 7, 6 degrees, 5 minutes east. And I wanted to mention, as far as the fishing, my fishing is pretty poor too. I did catch I did catch a barracuda coming out of, what's the code area, and I threw it back, and I got something about an hour ago, and whatever it was,
Okay, so you've had poor fishing too, except for the barracuda, which we would have thrown back too at Musket Cove. I missed, you're not all that strong, I missed the last sentence, which might have been more positive. What was the last sentence, over?
Okay, my position is 2 degrees, 0, 1 minute south, 1, 7, 6 degrees, 5, 9 minutes.
Yep, roger that. I got that. It was just a comment that you made. All right, we'll have you at 2201 south and 17655 east. And I hope you and Barry have a bit better luck fishing over the next 24 hours. Yeah, it's interesting that no one's having good luck, but certainly going up. Early in the season there was some quite good luck fishing, but don't know what's caused that now.
Northeast tomorrow.
Yep, David said northeast tomorrow for you guys.
If you get to 24.
When you get to 24, it will be northeast, so you should be approaching that, I would imagine, this time tomorrow, if not at 24. So that still sounds a pretty good direction for you guys. Okay, we'll clear with you two, and I've got a report in from Pura Vida. Good days sailing there. They're estimating Minerva first thing tomorrow morning. So it's just as well. There was a big outgoing today. There'll be plenty of room for Pura Vida. They're just going to have a brief stop and then carry on to Auckland. So we'll make the call tomorrow when they get there, depending on the latest forecast. And Moonanui and Pogean, they have departed. I've been watching you guys, and they have caught no tuna either. Oh, after catching no tuna. Well, I wonder if that was a mistake, because they usually are pretty good after catching no tuna. Maybe they were trying to. Anyway, Pura Vida, that's near where they're getting to Minerva overnight, is at 2157 and 17909 west, and they're on a course of 180 true at 6.5 knots, with the 11 knots from just south of east, 110, and they've got 5/8 cloud cover, scattered cumulus at 1018 on the bar and 26 degrees. So thank you for that, folks. So that gives us a picture of what's going on around Minerva. So let's go down to, well, the first away was Zen again, Gulf Harbour Radio.
Zen again, reading you 3.0,
Oh, that's pretty low. That's interesting. You might have something on, but I'll wait and see. Go ahead, Mike. I've got good, clear copy on you. Over.
Very good. Zen again, position 2421 south, 17928 west, track 2152 at 6, wind east at 7, gusting 10, seas 1 meter 12, bar 1016, cloud 58. POB are Mike and Nikki, all is well on board. We have just helped off after motoring since 8 o'clock this morning when we departed, so we are now on the sail.
Oh, good show. Zen again now sailing after a very light morning where they had to motor. 24, this is having left Minerva yesterday, 2421 south, 17928 west, course is 215 true at 6 knots with an east of 7, gusting 10, 1 metre swell and a 1016 on the bar, 5/8, and just the two of them, Mike and Nikki, on board. So it sounds like a very pleasant day. Over.
Yeah, apart from the noise, it's been very pleasant. Inside the cabin, it got up to 32 degrees, so we're looking forward to some more moderate temperatures.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that 17, what was it this morning? 13 going to 17 was, I think, would be on the cool side rather than moderate, but we'll warm it up before you guys get here. All right, we'll clear with Zen again and see if Mary was, the Beyond the Stars was a bit late leaving, but I presume all is well. Beyond the Stars, Gulf Harbour Radio.
This is Beyond the Stars. How copy?
Yeah, good copy, Mary. Go ahead.
Yes, Beyond the Stars is at 2404-17920 west. Course over ground is 209. Speed over ground 6.0. True wind direction is 4-8. And we are at 6.4, with the wind at 6.4 knots. There are no seas and all is good aboard.
Well, that's pretty smooth, all right. Beyond the Stars has left Minerva with the flock today. 2404 south, 17920 west on a course of 209 true at 6 knots. And I've got the wind, I think I might have confused that a little bit, 6.4, I think, from the east. Did you say east? Just repeat the wind, please, Mary.
4-8.
Okay, we'll make it northeast there. And no seas. Well, that's a very pleasant way to start the passage to New Zealand. Be interested to see what else David has for you shortly. So it sounds very good. And there's still quite a group left there, I see. So it's good that some of you are on your way and make a good start. Okay, we'll clear with Beyond the Stars and new boat on tonight, Skylark, Gulf Harbour.
Yeah, this is Skylark. How copy?
Yeah, good evening, Phil. I've got a good copy on you, so radio's working well. Go ahead.
Our barometer is showing 1,000, so I think we are a little bit off there. We departed Minerva 1 hour ago. Current position 23 degrees, 42 minutes south, 178 degrees, 58 minutes west. Course over ground 188 magnetic. Speed over ground 6.8. Average wind speed around 8 knots. From the east-northeast. No significant swell.
Yeah, sounds pretty good, Phil. Are you going into Opua or further south? Over.
Current target is Marsden Cove. Over.
Roger that. Okay. I have Skylark at 1 hour away from Minerva, 2342 south, 17858 west, on a course of 188 magnetic at 6.8, with that light 8 knots of east-northeast, and heading to Marsden Cove. All right, thank you very much, and radio is working well, so I presume all is well, and you'll be hoping for a nice arrival at Marsden Cove, I'm sure, you guys. Okay, clear with Skylark. We haven't got anybody else, I don't think. I'm just going to check. Oh yeah, Moonanui has just given their position. That's for those listening. That's formerly Pagean. They're at 2402 and 1791 will make it 11 west, and they're on a course of 200 and speed of 4.5 with the wind of 7 knots from the east and 1017. I suspect they have got a good barometer on Moonanui, so you might want to check or raise yours, Skylark. And well, there's not any other way, or we can check the net tomorrow. I'll have a look at the synoptic chart. Anyway, all good there, and I'm going to now pass the microphone to see what we have got from the weatherman.
Well, good evening to all of our listeners. It looks like a mass migration from Minerva. Wow. I thought what I would do is just kind of guess where everybody's going to be over the next couple of days and tell you what I think the weather is going to be at various points. So tomorrow at noon, lunchtime, if you're near 25 south and the date line, 25 south and the date line, I expect northeast winds about 5 to 10 knots. Not much air at all. On Friday at probably, let's see here, maybe about 23 or 24 south, 176 east. I see northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. If you don't make this point until Saturday, then the old New Zealand frontal band is going to give you a nice bath with cloud and showers and probable squalls. By Sunday the 2nd, if you're at 30 south and 175 east, you'll be at the rear edge of the front. The front will pass you, in other words, and the skies will start to clear up. Also on Sunday, the 2nd, New Zealand's high center is going to lie just east of East Cape. It's strong. It's 1031 millibar, and the isobars are pretty well compressed enough to give you east to east-southeast winds gusting to 30 knots or so. So quite a bit of compression and quite a bit of breeze. If you don't get to that point until the 3rd, which is Monday, expect strong easterly quadrant winds. I'm guessing they may get up to 32 to 34 knots. By the 4th, still fairly strong winds, but by Wednesday the 5th, winds are going to ease. I would expect northeast winds 10 to 15 knots all the way to New Zealand. And guessing arrival the 6th or the 7th looks like that will be okay if that's your ETA. I don't have any idea of anyone's ETAs, but anyway, if that's what it happens to be, you'll be chased by a developing subtropical depression on your heels. So those underway should probably try to make haste and think about arrival on the 6th or the 7th. And this can all change as it usually does, but from what I see now, there is a subtropical depression that it is going to develop, and it will head more or less south-southeast, more or less trying to follow many of you, or be in front of many of you, perhaps, depending upon where you happen to be in that big ocean. So that is about all I think I can see at this point in time. So we'll look forward to your reports tomorrow, and I'll give another review, pick another couple of points, and give what I think the weather is going to be, conditions and so forth, and we'll go from there. So with that, here is the chief.
Well, apart from that bit of strong weather, it's actually better news than what you originally thought, because I think you were thinking about the 5th was going to be the time that they should get in, so they've now got a couple of days up their sleeve, so that's pretty cool. Okay, is there anybody else wanting to join us tonight, either to make a comment, a question, or just to check out a radio? Please call now. No, we'll have a good night's sailing, everybody, and we hope that there's a bit better news on the fishing quarter, because you will want to have your freezer full of fish so that you don't spend too much on your first visit to the supermarkets when you arrive. And a bit of news for the New Zealanders who are coming back to their vehicles on land. The government are now proposing to change the warrant of fitness and make them a lot easier. If you've got a new car, or new being anything under 4 years, they're going to only require a warrant of fitness once per 4 years. If it's between 4 and 10 years old, you'll have a warrant of fitness that will last 2 years, and then if it's older than 10 years, it will be yearly, which will be good for people like me who discovered yesterday, when they couldn't register the car, that my warrant of fitness ran out November last year. So there you go. That's one way of saving a bit of money and a lot of hassle. Okay, this is a Gulf Harbour Radio. We're clear, and if you want the frequency, it's all yours. Thanks for participating, everybody. It does cheer us up, actually, to know there are people out there listening, because sometimes we wonder whether it is still worthwhile in this electronic age. Cheers all.
Actually, 28. I did make a mistake.